Hey there, welcome back to Adventure Awaits. It's Tori. I just wanted to pop in really quick before this video and say it was not my intention to wait this long to post this video. Work got very chaotically busy unexpectedly and time got away from me because I just could not find extra time to sit down and go through footage and edit. I do have footage for 2 more videos after this, and then I don't have anything planned as far as like things to do for filming through the whole winter. So if you have any ideas for things that you think would be a cool idea for a winter video, let me know in the comments, because I currently don't have any, but I need to do some research there and see if there's anything that I would like to do. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the video. Hello. I am on my way up to Tettegouche State Park, which is on the north shore of Lake Superior. It's near Silver Bay, Minnesota. And I'm a little nervous because I have 3 hours and 50 minutes of driving to do, so I should get there around 8:20. It's currently raining. I've been looking at the forecast all day and debating, do I go? Do I stay home? This is the first video with Roscoe in it, so say hi, Roscoe. I'm a little nervous for the weather. I'll go ahead and turn you around. This is what we're looking at right now. Traffic and not so great weather. So I'm a little nervous. I'm worried that I'll make the drive all the way up there and it's gonna just be raining while I'm trying to set up my tent. For one, that's one thing I'm worried about. The second thing is, what if it's just raining all day tomorrow? I have a hike planned for tomorrow that I've never done before, that I have been meaning to do for, it's another one of those things that's like, oh, I should really do that, but I tend to prioritize like the bigger, further away from home trips and things to do. So you might catch me saying that quite a bit in different local adventures of like, yeah, I've had this on my list of things to do for like probably 10 years now, and I've just never done it, even though I've gone up to the North Shore numerous times. But I feel like I usually end up going up there with somebody who's never been up there before, and then I end up showing them some of like the more popular, shorter hikes, so that way we can squeeze in more things and see more things, and they can kind of get like a highlights reel of the North Shore. So I'm going by myself with my dog and hoping that the forecast is accurate and it won't be raining when I get there, so I can set up my tent and make some dinner quick and then just like hide out in my tent for the night. So keep your fingers crossed for me. Just doing a quick check-in. I have about 2 hours left of driving. It did stop raining maybe like a half hour to an hour ago. Probably like a half hour ago. But I'm still nervous because I am definitely driving towards some darker clouds than what I was just driving through. So I'm nervous that I might be driving into some rain. So I'm still feeling a little uneasy, like I might end up setting up my tent in the rain, which is gonna really suck if that is the case. See you when I get there. A little update. I was right. Driving into some not ideal weather. It's really foggy out right now. I haven't made it to Duluth yet. I'm not super hopeful that it'll clear up anytime tonight, honestly, just based on how weather on the North Shore of Lake Superior works. I feel like this is probably what I have to look forward to tonight, which, if it's not actively raining, setting up my tent won't be awful, but I won't be able to do anything tonight except sit in my tent with my dog. So that's a bummer, but maybe we'll get lucky and it'll clear up, but I'm not really hopeful. Okay, I've made it. I'm here, I'm at Tettegouche, I'm at my campsite. As you can tell, I'm in my tent right now. It's raining. It probably started raining, not quite this hard,
like 2 minutes after I crawled into my tent. So I got here, gave my dog dinner, quickly set up the tent, got our stuff in here and set up, put a bunch of stuff in the bear box. Fun fact, there is a bunch of signs here that's saying that they've had frequent bear activity in the campground. There was a note in my bear box. I'm in site number 7, so like the way this is set up is like you park your cars and they're walk-in sites, and 6 is the first one, and then you walk a little bit further and it's 7, and then there's a third one and that's 8. And there is a note in my bear box that says that on August 31st there was a bear 10 feet away from campsite 8, so the one that's further past mine. I don't know how much further past mine it is. 6 and 7 are about 1/10 of a mile apart, so like they're pretty close together. There's people in 6 right now. I looked on the website and I think the people from 8 probably looked at the weather and canceled because everything was booked before and now it's not. So there's nobody on that side of me. And yeah, we're all settled in. I'm out of my comfort zone right now. I'm a little scared. I just got off the phone with my boyfriend because he's getting ready to go to bed and I just wanted to talk to him before I attempt to go to bed. I have a feeling I'm not going to sleep very much tonight, between being scared about the bear and the fact that, you know, it might storm overnight and I have storm anxiety. The only thing that's like in the back of my mind is if I do freak out and need to, my car is literally 2/10 of a mile away from me. I can just scoop up Roscoe, who's in his own sleeping bag right now because I don't want him in mine with me. He's fast asleep. Cool. But yeah, if it gets like too hairy, scary for me, I guess I can just rest easy knowing that my car is 2/10 of a mile away and I can carry my 40-pound dog and we can just go scurry there really quick. Yeah, I was gonna keep a bunch of stuff in the bear box, but I like had a bunch of stuff in there. So like since this is a walk-in site, I just shoved everything into my backpacking backpack and like another bag for all of Roscoe's stuff. And I was gonna keep all of that because a lot of it has like scented items. So I was gonna keep all of that in the bear box. And so I had that all in the bear box. I went back to the car to go get his bed, his like pad. And when I came back, there was a mouse in the bear box already, and there's like a bunch of slugs in there, which the slugs I'm fine with, but like the mouse, I was like, oh my god, this thing's gonna get into Roscoe's food and just like eat all of his food, and I don't want that to happen. So then I took everything out of the bear box. The only thing that's in there now is my water bottle because it's fully sealed and it's metal, so I'm not worried about a mouse being able to like break into it. That's the only thing that's in there now is my water bottle. And the note on the paper bag that says that on August 31st, there was a bear 10 feet away from campsite 8. So, yeah. But I'm all settled in. I have this. I have my bear spray. The park left this nice little air horn, so that way if you do see a bear, you can scare it off. I have a speaker, so I might like play some quiet music overnight, both to help me sleep and also to kind of constantly have some sort of noise coming from here that would hopefully deter a bear from coming closer. I don't know enough about, well, I know enough about bear safety, but like as far as like, you know, this is the kind of weather that like deer would usually be like bedded down during. I don't know if that's true for bears as well, if like when it's rainy and stuff like this, if they tend to just like hunker down and just hang out in one spot. I would assume that that's kind of how most animals behave, is when the weather's inclement, they probably find somewhere that they're comfortable and just stay put for a while. I'm hoping that's the case, because that's making me feel a little bit better. Like, I'd still have storm anxiety if it starts storming, but I'd at least be like, you know, a bear's probably not gonna come over here. So yeah, I'm going to try to go to bed, try to get some sleep, because I do want to wake up early tomorrow. The hike that I want to do, I've heard that the trailhead fills up pretty quickly. So yeah, I want to get there early. I'll probably just wake up, maybe shower here, and then do my like coffee and breakfast at the trailhead before I go hike. And same with Roscoe's breakfast too. But I have not decided yet. It'll partially depend on what the weather is doing too. If it's, you know, raining when I try to get up, I'll obviously hold off on getting out of my tent for a little while. But yeah, just gonna be flying by the seat of my pants on this one, I guess. Well, I am going to crawl into my sleeping bag and try to get some sleep. So, good night. Good night, Roscoe. Dude is passed out. See you tomorrow. Good morning. It is 8:30. I did wake up when my alarm went off at 6. And it was raining and windy. It still is. It's not actively raining right now, but it's still really windy. So I might hang out in here for a while. Because I'm not really in a hurry to go hiking when it's raining. Especially because I have Roscoe with me. And I don't really want a wet, muddy dog. And I know he doesn't like being out in the rain. So I think I might go back to sleep for a little while. I did not sleep well at all last night. And I'm gonna hope that maybe the weather gets a little bit better. I'll just give you a little update on the sleeping situation. Roscoe invited himself into my sleeping bag a little bit ago. Do you want out, sir? Would you like to come out? Good morning. Yeah, good morning, Sleepy. Yeah, now that Mom's wide awake, you are too, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, handsome. Oh, yeah, shake it out. Come here. Come here, Roscoe. Come here. Come here. Hey, come sit down. Come here. Good morning. Should we go get some breakfast and go potty? Yeah. Should we go to the car? Yeah. What do you think? What do you think? Come here. Where are you going? Come here. Come here, silly. What are you doing? You hiding out over there? Come here. Oh, lay down. Hey, lay down for a few minutes. We just got up. We don't have to be that crazy yet. Lay down. Yeah, you're a good boy. Oh, you're such a good boy. I think we're gonna go to the car and go eat some breakfast and stuff because I have to go to the bathroom, so I need to get out of this tent soon. Roscoe probably also has to go potty. Roscoe, you're so cute. All right, let's get ready and go get breakfast. Yeah, he's ready. He's ready. Welcome to site number 7. There's my little tent and the bear box that doesn't really do very well at keeping mice out. Should probably close this up before we leave, though. Yeah, we don't need all the stuff getting wet. We're already gonna have a wet tent to deal with because I haven't decided if I'm gonna stay another night. I have another night booked, but I don't know if I'm gonna stay or not. I'm gonna check the weather and see what it's looking like, but I don't know. I thought about skipping out on this trip because when I was driving up here, I hit fog and I was like, this reminds me of when I camped up here 2 years ago with some friends and the forecast did not call for rain all weekend, and then it did nothing but rain all weekend. And it was the same exact weekend in September. So I'm kind of wondering if the third weekend in September is cursed. So I don't know if I'm going to come camp the third weekend in September ever again, but I'm going to show you the little hike back to the car. That's how you would get to the other side. I don't know how far back it is. We're probably going to make some pit stops so Roscoe can go potty.
And this little offshoot right here is site 6. Oh, they brought the gazelle tent in. Nice. Should have brought mine. Yeah, come on, bud. And this is where the cars are. So yeah, you can see that it's just a really short walk to the car. Everybody else seems to have left. I wonder what hike they're doing, or if they're finding something to do to beat the rain. I'm gonna get him breakfast and go to the bathroom and stuff, so I'll check back in. So I think this trip might be a little bit of a wash. I wanted to do the Bean and Bear Lake hike. That was what I had planned, but that is definitely not going to be happening today. It doesn't look as bad on camera as in real life, but it is very foggy, and even though the forecast says that it's not supposed to rain until 4 o'clock, it is raining on and off. When I just got here like 15 minutes ago and it was raining when I got here. It's not raining right now, but I still don't think it's worth it to, I forget the exact stats for this hike. I don't remember the elevation gain, but it's about a 6-mile hike and it's muddy. Roscoe's not going to be happy getting wet. I don't want to deal with a muddy dog for a 6-mile hike up to an overlook to these 2 lakes where it's probably going to be super foggy and you're not even going to be able to see anything. So I think I'm going to save this hike for another time and come back and do it, and I'm going to go back to my campsite and I'm just going to tear it down and head home a day early. Maybe try to find a couple of short hikes to do on the way, because, you know, I drove all the way up here. I drove 4 hours up here and I have to drive 4 hours back home. So I might as well stop and do something, because I don't think anybody's going to want to watch a video of me sitting in my tent talking about bear activity and the rain, and me sitting in my car talking about rain and being bummed that I'm not doing this hike. All right, camp is torn down. Ooh, that was a big bump. I am going to make the most of the fact that I am still up here on the North Shore, and I am going to find some short hikes to do. I'm not going to let my mood or the weather get the best of me and completely ruin this trip. I am still bummed that we're not doing Bean and Bear Lake Overlook today, but it's not going to go anywhere. It'll be there. I can do it another time. Maybe I could just come up here for a day and do a day hike or something. But yeah, I'm not gonna let my mood, I'm done being grumpy. I'm gonna be happy from now on, and I'm gonna find something fun to do and make the most of the fact that I drove up here before I drive all the way home. I do think that taking down camp was the best option, just because from experience, being up here when the weather's like this before, it's not, the forecast doesn't really matter. It's not going to clear up. It's just going to keep raining on and off, because that's just how it is when you're next to the lake. I'm going to turn you around while I keep talking because this part's really pretty. So I think I'm going to hike to Shovel Point at Tettegouche, and then also hike to Illgen Falls maybe, and maybe stop at Gooseberry Falls on my way out. I haven't fully decided what hikes I'm gonna do yet, but I'm for sure gonna do Shovel Point, which is right up here, if I can find a parking spot, because everybody's coming in right now, of course, which is fantastic. And hopefully I find a parking spot. We are starting the hike to Shovel Point. It's 3/4 mile that way. This is also the hiking club trail. It's 1.3 miles round trip. Let's go. I can hear people screaming down there. So there's children swimming at the beach right now. So a fun fact about, I guess it's not really a fact about the state park, it's more so a fact about my life. Before I got Roscoe, when I found out that, I adopted him when he was 2. Somebody was rehoming him on Craigslist, and I was camping here when I found out that they decided that they were going to rehome him with me instead of another person that was inquiring about him. So it's kind of fun to come back here with Roscoe. I don't think we've ever hiked at the state park together, but we've done lots of other parks on the North Shore. So yeah, not really a fun fact about the park, more so about me. Ooh, the lake looks angry today. Yeah, I'm seeing the lake like this now. I'm definitely thinking that packing up and heading home is the right move, because I think that it's gonna storm. Welcome to fall on the North Shore of Lake Superior. We have arrived at the trailhead for Illgen Falls. This is just a short half-mile hike, and then after this hike I am going to do the 4-hour drive back home.
One of the things that I really like about this trail is it's not in the main part of the state park, and it doesn't seem to be a trail that people are particularly fond of. So it's nice if you kind of want to get away from people. On the end of the last trail that I did, I got stuck behind some slow-moving people who don't know trail etiquette and didn't let the line of 10 people behind them pass them, which is pretty frustrating, but that's something that you get a lot of on the North Shore this time of year, which is another reason why I tend to avoid coming up here in the fall, because dealing with people is just really annoying. So that is the quick little trail to Illgen Falls. It's pretty nice. There's only like, I think like 4 or 5 other people who are out here with me. So yeah, it's definitely a good one if you're up here and you're trying to see some stuff on the North Shore and you're getting frustrated by like how many people you keep coming across everywhere. Stop at Illgen Falls. It's a quick hike. There's not going to be a ton of people. You shouldn't have to deal with, you know, a hard time finding parking or crowded trails or anything like that. So I'd highly recommend doing this one. We're gonna go back to the car now. Roscoe, are you ready?
That was Tettegouche State Park with walk-in site number 7 and the hike to Shovel Point and Illgen Falls. I am thinking I made the right decision to head home. I just looked at the forecast now that I have reliable service, and it definitely is at least going to rain most of the night, overnight, and tomorrow morning, if not get a little stormy too. And I'm just now getting through Duluth and it's definitely starting to rain pretty heavy. I was getting a little worried that I might have made the wrong decision and packed up a little too early, because it was starting to look a little bit decent out for a hot minute, but I think based on the forecast and the fact that I'm running into some pretty heavy rain now, I think I made the right call. No, I think no matter when I would have left, I would have ended up packing up wet gear and potentially packing up in the rain. At least this way I got to pack up while it wasn't actively raining.
sorry that I was probably noticeably in a mood for a little bit when I was filming. I tried not to let it affect me, but I was really, really excited to finally do Bean and Bear. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and was just bummed about the weather. But maybe I'll come up for like a day trip or something when I know that the leaves are starting to pop off and come up, and do Bean and Bear. I really hope that despite me being in a little bit of a mood for a while, that you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry that I didn't get to do the hike that I wanted to show you, but I will come back and I will do it sometime soon, hopefully. Hopefully this year. I'd like to get it done this year. But thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next adventure. Bye! Roscoe, say goodbye to everybody!